All right, man. Welcome back, man. Smutfree TV, Rocstar 2800. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel. Become a member. This is Rocstar Reactions. You also follow Smutfree TV on Instagram. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. All right, Rocstar Reactions. Vlad doesn't agree with ADAM22 for releasing Loose Canon interview. Let's get into it. You understand me? Stay tuned. Let's go. Oh, yeah. About time somebody told Adam what it is.
One of the existential threats that a lot of people have kind of pointed to in terms of what we do is artists choosing to go do appearances on platforms like Kai Cenat, which aren't really like journalistic in nature. And you can see how to a superstar like Nicki Minaj, she might not necessarily want to go do an interview in which she feels like she's going to be asked all these tough questions about the details of her career versus her being able to go pull up on somebody like Kai, who's just going to laugh, have fun, keep it real easy. And, you know, like Elliot went viral for having his take on this and basically saying that artists should, you know, honor hip hop outlets more and, you know, actually deal with people who are trying to do real journalism. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean,
okay, hold on. So I don't know if Adam respects the Kai Cenat way, like people going that route, but I mean, this is what it's turning into. These guys have these platforms. You understand me? So people are going to go utilize those platforms and tap into that audience. They got choices now. It's just really to up your platform. You know, do what you got to do to, you know, make your shit pop. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know where Elliot's coming from because Elliot's like he's been doing it longer than I have. I mean, I used to go to Double XL as a DJ to try to get coverage on my mixtapes, you know, when he was the editor-in-chief over there. So I understand why he would say that, but I also fully understand what Kai Cenat does. It's almost like a 106 in Park. Kind of go there, play your music, have fun, party. You know, there's room for both. There's always going to be room for both.
Yes.
And I think that Elliot probably wanted a Nicki Minaj interview. I mean, who doesn't want a Nicki Minaj interview?
Right.
Even with what I've said about Nicki, I would still like a Nicki Minaj interview if it could happen. It probably won't. But
okay, yeah, but see, Vlad talking that like he understand. For me, like me watching these clips of Vlad, I'm starting to understand. I see he's not really for the it's simple, it's right to the it's up to you if you really make that decision to sit down with him and talk out your ass. But yeah, so let's get into this, man. He talking about the whole Nicki Minaj went to Kai Cenat instead of going to sit down with Elliot Wilson. You know, he's giving her, he said even they on bad terms, he would still want to interview. So that's, you know, shocking right there. Vlad turning the other cheek, huh?
People gonna say, you know, what they're gonna say, and
all right, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? We see what the hell's going on. Hold on.
but I admire what Kai has pulled off in a relatively short period of time, and he's built a real following, and he's done it differently than you and I. And you know, at one point he DM'd me to do an interview. He wanted to do an interview, and then we hit him back, and then he didn't answer, and then I think he started to really blow up after that.
I did one of his first interviews back in the day that ended up getting like 6 million views or something like that. So that's an example for me of like latching on to somebody like really early on and just boom, ended up being this evergreen content for us.
Yeah, man. Listen, there's you could be the old man on the porch, you know, you telling the kids, the young whippersnappers, to, you know, to stop playing that loud music, or you could be the old man on the porch that, you know, goes in business with those kids that are playing the loud music and, you know, shares their information, you know, his information with them, which is what I've always tried to do. I've always tried to embrace all the new up and coming interviewers. You know, some of them don't embrace me, and that's fine. But for the most part, when you look at the landscape of important hip hop interviewers, you know, in the space right now, I'm cool with most of them. You know, I'm going to do Drink Champs next time in Miami. Me and Nori squashed our little dumb beef. You, Academics, Sean Cotton, Charlemagne, Math Hoffa, you know, pretty much everybody. Pretty much everybody.
Yeah. No, the other night I was watching.
He shout out, well, you know, pretty much the people that, you know, he's dealing with at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's more people, but I mean, you got to give it up to Vlad, man. You know what I'm saying? He's shouting out people. You know, I'm pretty sure people like, okay, you know, Vlad acknowledging, or he, you know, he fuck with us. You feel me? So I don't know how to look at that, but I mean, he tapped in for sure. You know,
watching a clip of you and Math Hoffa talking, and you were sort of like listing off all the prevalent interviewers in the hip hop space, and the fact that my name was like very early in that discussion, I don't know, I was kind of like in a moment where maybe like reading a few too many negative comments had kind of like, you know, diminished my self-esteem at that moment a little bit. And in that moment, just hearing myself discussed in that category, I was just like, you know what, you're doing all right. Like, you know, regardless of how you might feel during today's controversy, that means a lot to me that you guys both were quick to have my name thrown in there.
I mean, you earned it. Look around you. You know, what are you approaching 5 million subscribers?
Something like that.
Yeah. You know, and you built your niche. You know, like I pretty much left the porn interviews alone. You jumped in head
right
first.
in.
You jumped in and more than jumped in.
Yeah.
You know, and you've shown that it's a viable kind of thing where you could do the adult content, but you're still getting, you know, mainstream people coming in, and you could kind of juggle both without the stigma of one kind of overshadowing the other. And yeah, man, I mean, everyone leans into, like, everyone who does well leans into what it is in terms of who they are and what makes them different from everyone else. I feel like the reason why a lot of these radio DJs aren't really relevant in today's, you know, industry is because they really try to be very even keel, not ask the tough questions, keep it very light, you know, just stick to, you know, a few little sound bites from the new album, and that's it. And it's just like, makes for boring content.
But what you just described is actually, it kind of sounds like what Kai Cenat does. Keeps it light, keeps it fun, but it's really fun. Whereas like a radio interview is not really
not
fun.
That fun. Yeah.
It's a conversation, but it's also not a conversation about the things that are obviously interesting. Whereas me and you, we try to hone in on what's the interesting shit here. And a lot of people will give us shit for, you know, being feds or getting a little too controversial or whatever. Do you feel like...
I think you become more controversial than I have.
I think...
Okay. Talk that talk. Vlad, tell him he's more controversial. You might be right. I think Vlad got a point. ADAM22 probably is more controversial than Vlad is at this moment. Mike got a point.
So too. And I want to bring that up.
Especially with this new thing. Me and Big U had a conversation yesterday. Well, like I wouldn't have put out what you put out. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I wouldn't have put out what you put out. He on Adam. Hey. Hey, listen, bro. That's you, but that I wouldn't have did that. I hear you, Vlad. Come on, keep talking.
I'm saying that Big U was somehow involved in Nipsey's death. Like, I'm pretty sure you know that's not true.
I don't think it's true either. It was kind of putting me in a weird position because Wack brought this guy on the podcast and he ended up saying,
look, Wack brought this guy on the podcast. Exactly. Crazy, man. Like, come on, man. Like, oh my God. You hearing it from a white guy, so now you about to take heed to it. Come on, let's listen. Let's listen some more.
And all this out-of-pocket shit. And I kind of couldn't rationalize just like not releasing the episode in particular because I felt like Wack would probably be out of here if I didn't release the whole episode.
I would have not released it.
Hold on. Why you worry about Wack leaving? Nigga, ain't this your platform? Don't you run this platform? Ain't you the owner of this platform? Y'all got one show and you mad? You think he gonna be mad and he gonna walk out? He ain't gonna want to do nothing else with you? You need Wack that much, Adam? Adam got you by the balls right now. Wack got you by the balls right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then you hear Vlad say, man, I wouldn't release it. Like, I don't care. Like, you feel me? This is crazy, Adam. Come on, man. You gotta get it together.
I'm gonna reprimand Wack about that today and give him my thoughts on how we're gonna move forward.
And, you know, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. Wack gonna be pressing you. He gonna be pressing you, twisting you up again. Boy, you ain't standing on nothing. Standing on something is I ain't doing it, whether you like it or not. You feel me? Come on now.
You know, me and Wack are cool these days, so it's not like this is in no way a shot at Wack, but saying someone was involved in the murder of anyone, without really extremely solid 100% proof of that, because I call Big U, because me and Big U were cool yesterday, and he got what's the dude's name? Loose Canon.
Loose Canon.
He put his wife on the phone with us.
Okay,
he's still technically married, and she was like, "This is all bullshit."
Wait, Loose Cannon's wife got on the phone with you and Big U?
Yes,
and said that she doesn't believe it.
She no. Not only does she not believe it, but she's like, it's 100% false.
That's interesting. That she's.
Yeah, Adam. Yes, it's possible that he was lying, Adam. It's very possible.
That here and let her man say it.
Well, they're still technically married.
Right.
They're separated.
Okay.
There's some domestic abuse.
Oh, another woman, not the one who was sitting here with him.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I don't know who was sitting with her. I'm talking about the woman he's still technically married to. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this is all bullshit. And now her kid is being dragged into this. You know, they're posting pictures of her kid online and stuff. Well, their kid, because it's Loose Cannon's kid.
Right.
Well. They have a child together. So, yeah, man, it's one of those things. And you got to be careful as well, because, you know, now you're sort of playing into the defamation, you know, waters here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just because you didn't say it, bringing in a guest that says some outlandish shit that really can't be proven. That's kind of like how the Cardi B Tasha K thing came together. It's not like
See, Adam, credibility is everything, homie. You know what I'm saying? And if Big you want to press the gas, if niggas want to really press the gas, they're gonna press the gas. You feel me? So come on, man, y'all gotta leave that alone. Stop with all that. If I was, man, listen, Big, you probably, man, listen, that is crazy that, like, that you wouldn't believe, like, don't you know this? That this could be a defamation, this could be, it sound better coming from your daddy? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because when niggas is trying to tell you, this is not a good look, this ain't real, this ain't this and that, you ain't trying to hear it. But you'll hear it from a white man who you look up to. Let's get to that.
Tasha went and said Cardi B has diseases and blah, blah, blah. She brought in a woman who claimed she knew Cardi B and spouted off a whole bunch of nonsense, which ended up being not true. And Tasha's the one that got sued.
Yeah, like he don't know nothing about this or something. Boy, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass sued. You know the game. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
I think Tasha should have been able to beat that. She got a really shitty legal team.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Tasha's lied about me before.
Really?
Like, yeah.
What kind of stuff she say about you? I can't remember.
I remember she went off with this whole tirade about how she knows for a fact that I provide video footage to the authorities to try to bust black people. And I'm like, that's just not true. And I remember I had our lawyers reach out to her, and she like wants to get me on the phone. And I'm like, I don't want to get on the phone. Like, this is just a lie. So she grudgingly took it down with a whole bunch of yous in the email, and you're attacking a woman and that type of nonsense and so forth. So I just really, I don't rock with Tasha after that, which is weird because early on she was one of the people I reached out to when she was kind of buzzing. Was like, yo, congratulations on her success. And you know what I'm saying? If you ever want to talk, like whatever else. I was nothing but nice to her early on in her career. To have someone turn around and somehow start lying about me. There was a bunch of lies. remember once she said something like, according to Vlad, Revolt is going out of business. And I'm like, the fuck? I never said that.
So he talk about Tasha K now, you know what I'm saying? I guess he ain't feeling Tasha K at all, you know. This is quite interesting, you feel me? I never knew that they even crossed paths if she was even on his radar, but you know, you learn something new every day.
Right.
You know, just making up stuff, like literally out of the blue. And yeah, man.
That's a weird one, that the more popular you get, the more that people feel comfortable just completely inventing statements on your behalf. Like, I always have people say that at one point I was planning on getting out of hip hop, and that I was planning on moving in a comedy direction, in a politics direction. And I will have people say that to my face, and I'll be like, where did you hear me say that? And nobody has ever been able to provide an example of me saying it. But for some reason, I will see people having full conversations about this online, as if this actually left my mouth. Why would I ever be like, I'm not going to with hip hop anymore? I've done stuff in politics and all kinds of different shit. But the idea that I would say that is pretty bizarre. And you'd think that there would have to be a receipt.
I don't know. Maybe they're confusing with Kid Rock or
I don't know.
something like that. Examples of, you know, white kids who started out with hip hop.
Well, if you want to get to 100 clips a day, there's an angle. You start doing all the country singers.
All the country singers. There's a lot of them.
All right, man. We dealt with this. Get that focus, man. Damn, I was out of focus. I don't know how long I was out of focus for. But yeah, stop sharing. Exit that. So let me know what y'all think about this, man. It seemed like Vlad was very stern on, you know, he wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't release the video with Loose Canon. Adam seems like he's listening. He's taking heed to what Vlad is saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, man. Hop in these comments before, during the video, after the video. Let me know what y'all think. Give me y'all feedback. You already know this is Rocstar 2800, the most hated, most opinionated, and most underrated smut-free TV, Rocstar Reactions. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow smut-free TV on Instagram as well. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap. Gone.